As we continue on here with our NFL preview, we have the NFC West. Starting out with the NFC West. Now, if you guys want to watch the AFC preview, you can go to GridironSteady on Twitter. On YouTube, and you can watch the AFC. NFC West, Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, and Sea Chickens. Now, there's been some developing news that happened over the last few days since we recorded, so we're kind of trying to make a slight adjustment. We know that the 49ers traded Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowgirls. Brock Purdy, official starter, with Sam Darnold as, I believe, the backup. Kyler Murray won't be starting for the Arizona Cardinals in the first few weeks. So I think it's going to be Josh Dobbs, which kind of, for the first 4 weeks at least. Now, we already made our predictions before this news came out, so a lot of these personnel moves are happening right before the season. So we have the Cardinals at 8-9, second in the division, which now may be, I don't know. I guess I'm going to keep everything the same because I didn't think Kyler Murray was that good anyway. But Josh Dobbs might be worse. So the 49ers, who we had at 6-11, because I'm not sold on Brock Purdy. I'm just not sold. I mean, it's just not enough there for me to go all in. Now look, I got the Rams winning the NFC West at 9-8. I think the Rams are gonna have a bounce back year. I think they're gonna be really good, and this division is not good. The division is not good at all. So I think that's the advantage for the Rams. A few years ago, they were a Super Bowl. They was in the Super Bowl, right? So I think that the Rams will win about 9 games in this very, very low division. And also, I want to say that the 49ers are definitely the wild card here. Like, if Brock Purdy is legit, and I've already taken some heat for the 49er fan base on SportsSteady TV under our 49er preview, and people have sent us emails, and 49er Nation, man. You know what's so funny? I may not make any trips to San Francisco anytime soon because we've seen the videos, man. Those people, you see what they do to their own fans. They're fighting and stabbing each other at burger spots and at the games. So just imagine they saw me after the type of review I gave on the 49ers season. They might kill me. So I won't be making no trips to San Francisco ever anytime soon. But anyway, so we got the Rams at 9-8, right? Arizona 8-9, 49ers 6-11, and the Sea Chickens at 6-11 as well. This is not going to be a very good division, guys. That's just my opinion here. I'm not sold on Purdy. I'm not sold on Geno Smith. He got his money now, so we fully expect him to come back and play worse because he got paid. That's typically how it goes when guys get their money. They just, Geno's he's not a great quarterback. And Seattle's gonna regret that contract by the middle of the season. And the Rams are the only team that's trustworthy in this division from top to bottom. I mean, I trust Matthew Stafford a lot more than I trust any of the other quarterbacks. Can Stafford stay healthy? That's another question. But I still trust them more, and I still trust their coach more than I trust the others. And they just won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So, and the team, some of those guys are still there. Are they hungry again to come back and win? I think, you had a year off and everything went bad. I think they can re-energize that hunger to be good again, especially knowing that they play in this weak division. All they got to do is get in the playoffs, right? That's all you gotta do. Just make the playoffs, and you never know what could happen. So the Rams are definitely a sleeper team. Let me see what we got here. Let's go over this key games that we see for the I don't know why I can't. Oh, here we go. All right, so for the Rams, who we got going 9-8, let's talk about some of the key games here that we're gonna be looking out for. I like this September 25th game at Cincinnati, Monday night in Cincinnati. That's a primetime game. That's one of the big games already. Now the season, things are going to start off really good for the Rams, right? The first 7 to 8 weeks or so, they're going to look really good. And then things start to tail off a bit right after week 7. They start, first 5 weeks, they go 4-1. And then that's how everything just hits the skids. So they're going to have some big losses at Cincinnati, of course, which is expected. At Dallas, they're going to lose at Green Bay, which could be a shocker because Jordan Love. They're going to lose at Arizona, at Baltimore, and at San Francisco at the end of the year. Yeah. Now that loss to San Francisco in week 18 is going to be a crucial one because that loss is going to take them out of the double-digit win column where they could possibly be a 3 seed, which is the difference between facing the Chicago Bears at home or facing the Philadelphia Eagles at home. So they wanted that 3 seed. They won't get it because the tiebreaker would have went to the Falcons, who also will be 9-8, and we'll get to the Falcons later on in another video. So there's a whole bunch of tiebreakers and implications on why the Rams losing to San Francisco in week 18 will definitely affect their playoff positioning. So that's that. All right. So let's move on to the Arizona Cardinals, who won't have Kyler Murray. I've been told that Kyler Murray is going to be out for at least 4 weeks because he's been put on some puppy list. So, but they're going to lose the first 3 games anyway. We had them losing the first 3 to 4 games. We had them losing at Washington, at home to New York, Dallas, and losing to and their first win of the year will be on the road actually in San Francisco. So would Josh Dobbs go into San Francisco and beat Brock Purdy and the 49ers to give them their first win of the year? I don't know. So very well they could start the season 0-5, 0-6, right? Because I actually had the Cardinals winning a bunch of road games and actually sweeping the division. Believe it or not, we had the Cardinals sweeping the division this year, going 6-0 outright, beating the Rams, the 49ers, but still missing the playoffs by 1 game because they couldn't win the division because they lost key games like because they lost outside the division, like losing at home to the Giants, at home to the Cowboys, stuff like that will put them in a position. Very weirdly, the Cardinals, it's safe to say the Cardinals are not going to win 8 games. A lot of that was automatic because we had already did the schedule and it just turned out that way. So, Cardinals may put a wrench in our plans. Let's move on. 49ers, 6-11. They're going to have a tough road. They got the first 2 games of the year are going to be on the road at Pittsburgh and at LA against the Rams. And, that's an 0-2 start right there. 0-2. Brock Purdy is not going into Pittsburgh and winning that. And I don't think he's going into LA. Aaron Donald's going to put him on his ass. But then they'll win, they'll win the home opener against the New York Giants. So that'll be pretty good. But we got them 6-11. Could that change? Could they win 7-8 games now? Things have changed since the Arizona situation. Yeah, of course. But I'm not sold on Purdy. Purdy's going to have to... You know how he proves to me that he's legit? You win your first 2 games on the road. You go into Pittsburgh and you beat the Steelers. And then you go into the Rams' house and beat them. And you beat them. Not some defense got the victory and saved your ass. I'm talking about you going there, 70% completions, 3-4 touchdowns, dominate the game, be the deciding factors. Then I will be sold. Until then, I'm not sold yet. Sea Chickens, they're going to lose their first 2 games of the year. They're going to lose at home, their home opener to the Rams, which is going to be like, what the heck is going on? They lost at home. Yep. And then they also going to lose on the road heading out to Detroit. Detroit's a surprise team, guys. I'm telling you right now, Detroit Lions. And we'll get to the Lions when I do the NFC North. Detroit Lions they're gonna be the surprise team of the conference. Calling it right now. So Sea Chickens 6-11. They're not gonna have a big year. A couple of big games to look out for the Sea Chickens. I guess the game October 2nd at the Giants. Monday night game. Geno Smith headed back to MetLife. That could be something to look out for. You know, potential game that could be important to Geno Smith. Yeah. So that's that. So let's recap. There's not much to say about this division. This division sucks ass. So let's just recap it and get out of here. Recap real quick. LA Rams 9-8. Arizona Cardinals 8-9. 49ers 6-11. And the Seattle Sea Chickens 6-11. The only team to make the playoffs in this division will be the LA Rams. They will be the number 4 seed in the playoffs. And they'll host a home game. So congratulations, LA Rams. You are back in the playoffs, according to my predictions. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you want to watch the AFC, all the AFC conference breakdowns. It's on the GridironSteady. Just check it out. Hit us a like, subscribe to the channel. Get us the road to 1K subs, okay? We try to get to 1K subs before the season start. Probably won't happen, but hopefully during the season we can get there, as we will bring more videos. And let us know in the comments. Send us an email at sportssteady@protonmail.com. Put in the subject line GridironSteady if it's football related, because sportssteady@protonmail.com is linked to all the sports channels. So we're too cheap to get our own email. We're too poor right now. So send us an email, put it in the subject line GridironSteady if it's football related, and so we can find it easier, and let us know, or just leave a comment if you think we're wrong about any of these predictions that we have on the NFC West. Let us know. Also, if you want to see game by game breakdown of each one of these teams, win-loss predictions, go to SportsSteady TV on YouTube channel, on SportsSteady TV, and you can find Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, and Sea Chickens. All right, guys. Sports page run by sports fans. Peace.